Hey, good morning. Welcome to Haiku Friday. Today is July 26th, 2024. Welcome, one and all. I'm having a little licorice spice tea. Oh, so good. So good. Oh, just dropped my phone. Yes, so good. Um, let's get started on some haikus, shall we? Okay. Here we go. First one is from Renee. And Renee entitles this one Night Swim, 10:48 p.m. Full moon lantern light. I'm about to be spit out into the ocean. Well, Renee, I think you probably weren't typing this as you did this. So I suspect you survived, which I'm happy for. Uh, but I that sounds very cool. Was that here on the West Coast? Were you swimming? Where was this? I can picture it. You're very brave. You're very brave to be out there doing that. Thank you, Renee, and looking forward to more of your lovely haikus. Now we have one from Max Q, and Max is undergoing some grief. Recently lost a buddy of his, and we're all very sorry to hear about this, Max. And Max felt that maybe he wasn't able to write a haiku, but sometimes creating stuff does help us through our grief and other things. So Max is sharing this one with us. Grief induced brain fog stifles creativity, obscures my vision. Hmm. Yeah. Well, your vision, thank you for the vision you did share with us, Max, and hope things are better this week. Take care of yourself. Now we have one from Bill, and Bill, this is sort of a sad one as well. Bill, up in Canada, uh, he in Edmonton kind of shared sort of or Alberta rather, shared some of the problems in their province up there as far as climate change deniers, and they're paying the price for it up there. Actually, contribute a lot of greenhouse gases. Bill was telling me up in their province, and their Jasper. Bill informs me of this because I had no idea. The town of Jasper is about half gone from wildfires. Um, and of course, it's kind of sad because we used to be able to say this is the truth and we will tackle this to fix this thing, but now people just seek out their own truth, right? They can find that. We know that from the people who are dying of COVID in the hospitals, who would, with their last dying breaths, say there's no such thing as COVID and die. I don't know if this is a new thing for us as human beings, or if we've always been this way. All right. Here is one from Bill lamenting this. Pretty mountain town, reduced to glowing embers. Despite this, no change. Yeah. And I feel bad because I think you up in Canada actually have more of a democracy, are able to affect probably more change than we are here due to we don't really have equal representation. One person's vote doesn't count the same here in the United States. Just the way our system is set up with the Electoral College and the Senate and gerrymandering and whatnot. So if you guys can't do it, I don't know if we're going to be able to do it either. But here is one from a new thank you, Bill. Thank you for that. Here is one from a new haikuist. It came scrawled. It was scrawled. I've translated it as best as I could. Me say you good enough. When you bounce, you spread the word. pine cones know the truth. That's from Saint Squatch. Saint Squatch wrote that. Okay, thank you, Saint Squatch. Very nice. Now we have one from Laurel, and somewhat thematic to I think it's funny, Bill and Laurel don't know each other, nor, but we're all kind of on the same wavelength about things. But I think Laurel actually has kind of an interesting positive take on this. Um, Here's Laurel's: fires of renewal, flowers and women ignite, blazing hag summer. Yes, I think it could be the blazing hag summer, right? I'm looking forward to it. Um, is there a difference between a hag and a crone? I don't know. Is a crone just a nicer way to say hag? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think like a hag and a crone, I think mostly tilts female, but I think you could also say that I have called people, or there have been men who called themselves hags as well. I don't know. When it comes to gender issues, I probably am not the best person to consult. And who would be consulting me? Just myself. Bad mistake, me. All right. Um, Thank you. Laurel, you made me giggle. Here is one from our pal Rico San. Rico San. It sounded far off, but now bullies rule the world, all fear and bluster. Yes. Thank you, Rico San. Then it has kind of begged the question: at what point do you look around and you say, oh my gosh, these are all fascist bullies, ruling their populaces? Uh, at what point do you, as a citizen, say, gosh, I guess we better surrender to the fascist bully if we're going to get anything done around here, or compete or survive? You know when it would be for me? Never, never gonna surrender. Never. So, yes. All right. Thank you, Rico san. Thank you. All right. So, what's going on? Oh, that concludes, let me say, that concludes the very formal portion of this lovely Haiku Friday. Um, what's going on? What's going on? Well, I'll tell you what's going on um, in this platinum special edition. What's going on? Uh, Ancillary, auxiliary, epilogue to Haiku Friday. So been doing, we've now entered the second week of As You Like It, put on by the Spokane Shakespeare Society, in which I have two very small roles, which I've combined into, well, with the permission of the director, have combined into one role that, so I have to work really hard to, I've got a little bit, but believe me, I try really hard to be a scene stealer. Let's admit it. Okay. It's, I'm sorry, but push me into a corner here. Yes. So, but I'm trying hard, and it has been fun. It was weird. Last week was so hot. We were all so hot. In fact, we had to do Sunday show inside um, a little tiny theater. I rode my bicycle, averted to almost bit it a couple of times riding a bicycle around in the thing. That's part of my shtick, is riding a bicycle. There's a big old boom box on it. Pretty cool. Um, but it was so hot. It was like 105 degrees when we were inside, nice and cool. But this week we were all freezing outside last night for our opening at Manitou Park, just east of the Duncan Gardens. There's a large grassy area there. It's a lovely play area, actually. And we had a good crowd last night. I'd say it was pushing 100 people, maybe 90 folks there last night. It was a great crowd. And people were very fun and having a good time. And it's a very funny play. And the two, I actually have to say, the two female leads in this, they're so funny. They're so funny. They crack me up when they have scenes together. They have a great chemistry. It's a great play. Uh, so if you would like to check it out, that's tonight at 6:30. Tonight being Friday, of course, and then Saturday at 6:30, and then on Sunday we do it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We have a matinee. Yes, we do. It'll be a little bit warmer then, but come out and check it out. It's been going really good, uh, and it's been fun. So that's the Shakespeare thing. That's kind of we started off last week on Sunday with a oh no, I guess it was a week. It was a weekend before we had a really long day. It's all blending together. All right, let's just quit talking about Shakespeare for a second. So, oh, this kind of has to do with Shakespeare too. I did a painting, maybe used as a poster. We'll see for a thing upcoming Shakespeare Spokane Shakespeare Society thing. Ooh, more about that later. But I just was the muse called. The muse called, and I painted that, and I think it was very cool. Okay, I'm working on. Oh, this is something kind of fun. This is a prototype. It's my Sasquatch meditation station. I took a little Zen Sasquatch thing, kind of made some modifications to it, and check this out. Take that little fire thing, you turn it on. Well, you probably can't see it, but the light is flickering in there. It should be flickering. Oh, you know what? I think I left it. Oh, there we go. Oh, you're going to love this. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Sasquatch enjoying a flickering fire. Yes, there's cobwebs off the pine cones. So this is the thing about making these prototypes is, you spend a lot of time putting stuff together and things don't work, or you learn from them. And that's kind of what I did on this. I think it's too busy. I think there's too much stuff going on there. I don't think I love the idea of a pine cone, and I think I would put scent on the pine cone, but I think it's just maybe too much. Too much. I want more of a Zen feeling to it. And so I have a little thing I'm working on called Squatch in the Notch. Um, which will probably take the place of this meditation station number one. And maybe there would be affirmations that you could put in. Well, I'm not going to have a pine cone, but if I did keep this pine cone, I would put you could put affirmations in the pine cone thing and pull them out. Wouldn't that be fun? But I'm not going to do that. I thought about having it so you can burn incense, but then I thought, I worry about the liability of somebody burning their house down with incense. The firefighter in me worries about these things. So I have another prototype I'm working on right now, and I'm probably going to cast these. These were actually made from Archie McPhee little statuettes, and then I vamped them to make them look more like the Sasquatch that I make, that I use, that I paint. Not like apparently Sasquatch, according to the Medellin Falls Bigfoot Festival, that Sasquatch doesn't have the beard or the pointy head as much. I kind of like them that way. So I guess the Archie McPhee original ones are more like what people say they think Bigfoot looks like. But I'm going with this because I like the idea of having a pointy head that somehow, maybe it's a radio transmitter. Maybe Sasquatch is just an alien robot. We don't know, right? Anyway, so that's going on. I need to work on some marketing stuff. I need to get this thing going. As you know, I'm working on the big Sasquatch costume that I'm going to do some, I hate to say guerrilla theater because that sounds really punny, but it will be guerrilla outdoor theater stuff that I'm going to do with that once I get that made. But in the meantime, I still want to do my religious wares around Saint Sasquatch. I was Saint Sasquatch. I wrote that. But I need to start creating a body of work for this Sasquatch religious stuff. So anyway, that's going on. Going to work on the website a little bit today. Um, and work on other art projects. I have a big day of art. And then, of course, call time, 5 o'clock tonight for the big show. Show starts at 6:30. If you can make it, I'd love to see you there. And if not, totally get it. Too many things going on. I have friends and plays that I'm not ever going to get to see because I'm in a play. Um, and some of the, you know what? I'd like to see this. I'd like to see the play that I'm in too, because it looks really, really funny from what I've seen. Anyway, okay. Love you all. Thank you for tuning in to Haiku Friday. Have a great weekend. Stay cool or like here, stay warm. And we will chat later. Send me your haikus, please. Bye.